Defensively, were you surprised how Wake got a push against you guys consistently throughout all 4 quarters, especially up front?
Yeah, I was really surprised. I mean, we've been pretty dominant up front, and I mean, just to see it, having to translate from practice to the game. So I mean, we were dominant in practice the whole time, and it didn't show up.
How disheartening is it too? They picked up a lot of 3rd and 6s, 3rd and 8s with tough catches or barely enough for the first down. They just were able to stay on the field. How disheartening or frustrating is that?
Very. I mean, disheartening to lose to Wake Forest. I mean, it's disheartening to miss tackles, not being assignment. Got to make it one-on-ones.
There weren't nearly as many penalties today, but it felt like so many of them were brutal and extended drives and led to points. How frustrating is it those things keep showing up in games when it doesn't really seem like they do at practice?
Yeah, we got to get better in eliminating penalties. I mean, you said it wasn't that much, but it was a lot of penalties today, and it hurt us a lot. So, I mean, we have to get that cleaned up. And if we want to be what we want to be, we have to get that cleaned up and limit the penalties.
That vertical RPO that they run, your scout team showed it to you in practice this week, but is it hard to get in rhythm against it?
It's not. I mean, it's not hard to get in rhythm. You just got to stay in your gap. I mean, as soon as somebody jump out that gap, he's going to hit it. So it's about discipline and being where you're supposed to be.
You've been a part of some tough times here, but you guys are 0-3. Just how difficult is that to kind of register and then try to move on from and focus on the next 9?
Yes, sir. I mean, with faith being huge in my life is just going on to the next play, going on to the next day, and I mean, keep fighting. I mean, that's all you can do. So I mean, you keep dwelling on this, I mean, you're gonna be in a bad place. I mean, you got to keep fighting, you got to keep working, you got to work harder than what you've been doing.
How do you turn it around? Is that how you turn it around? Just what you said? Like, how does this thing turn around to Florida State starts winning football games now?
We got to be more together, you know, doing extra film sessions together, communicating together, and just being more together as a team and limiting penalties, of course.
Are you surprised that didn't happen this week after last week's setback and obviously the emotions that came with that?
Yeah, I'm very surprised. I mean, we're coming out with vengeance, especially after that terrible loss, and just got to execute.
Let's go 2 more.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you,
Thank you, Mark.